So probably we would pull these guys out, right?
I'm engaged with the British government's mandatory education, religious education.
Yeah, they're pretty, I mean, even Oxford's like totally atheistic now, you know, which was a religious school.
Yeah.
And all their, yeah, so that is surprising.
Vandeham Sri Guru Sri
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavani Pashtadya Yesudarine Nirvishesha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Rasari Bhaktavinda Shri Krishna Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Govinda Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Rama,
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. First of all, I'd just like to thank our guests for making way for our visiting school. We really appreciate that. For the guests, Mahaprasadam will be served along with lunchtime prasadam at 1:30 in the Haveli. So if you'd like to take prasadam, please do so. Can I also ask that when you're leaving the temple room, that you do so quietly, please, because I'd like to welcome our visiting school to the shrine and take the opportunity to introduce them to the Murtis. So for the students, on your far left-hand side, the Murti with a peacock feather in his hair and playing the flute. Who can remember what his name is? It's Krishna. Perhaps you'd all like to say his name on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Is that how you'd like your name said? Perhaps we'll try that again. 1, 2, 3. Krishna. Fantastic. And standing next to Krishna is Krishna's favourite friend. Her name is Radha. And on the right-hand side of our shrine, if you've learned anything about the Diwali festival, you know that the Diwali festival is a celebration of the homecoming of, standing in the middle, Lord Rama. On his right-hand side, his Queen Sita. On his left-hand side, his favourite younger brother Lakshman, and pending down in front of Lakshman with his palms folded in a very respectful mood is a famous monkey warrior Hanuman. To the left of Hanuman, in the centre of our shrine, you will see that there are 2 much smaller Murtis. On the left-hand side we have Gora, and on the right-hand side we have Nitai. And if any of you have ever seen members of our community dancing and singing the special Hare Krishna prayer you just heard being sung, it was Gora and Nitai that began that form of worship 500 years ago in a place called West Bengal. If you look at all of the Murtis, you can see that they're decorated with those beautiful flower garlands that we spoke about during the presentation. And put your hands up if you like the outfits the Murtis are wearing. Keep your hands up if you'd like to see all of their outfits. So I told you during the presentation that it might come as a surprise to you to know that all the Murtis on our shrine, they're bathed every single day, they're given a wash every single day, and they have a change of outfits. So if you'd like to see all of their outfits, what you need to do is go back to school and ask your supreme person, the head teacher. Don't go and tell them he's the supreme. They are, not he, but they are the supreme person. Okay, they're just a supreme person in your school. Okay, you can ask them if you can come back here every single day to see what outfits the Murtis are wearing. It's not just that we sing and dance for the Murtis, make flower garlands or outfits. We've also got some tables at the front of the shrine. So I told you that we also offer food to the Murtis every single day. The food that we offer can only be vegetarian food, because in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, if you offer me with love and devotion a fruit, a flower, a leaf or water, I will accept it. So he will only accept vegetarian food. And offering food to the Murtis might sound a bit strange, but what we're really doing is we're offering our gratitude with the understanding that everything that we have and everything that we are comes to us as a gift from God. So in a few moments the curtains are going to close, and within our tradition, when the curtains close, we see the Murtis or we leave the Murtis, we always bow down as a sign of respect. I'm not asking any of you to do that, but just what you will see myself doing or other members of the congregation. Okay, so we just wait for the curtains to close. It's called paying our obeisances, when we put the topmost part of our body to the lowest part of the earth, or the floor in this case. Thank you. Shri Shri Radha Gokulananda ki jai, Shri Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki jai, Gaunitai ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So if you turn your head, just turn your head to the back of the room, you can see the Murti of our special teacher, Prabhupada, who Bhaktivedanta Manor is named after. And Prabhupada changed the lives of billions of people all around the world. Okay, so during your visit today, you would have seen lots and lots of different things happening, and all those things are being done to please God. But do you think that all the offerings, all the things that we're doing, put your hands up if you think that we believe that God needs those things? Okay, so whether somebody believes in God or not, when they hear the word God or Krishna or Allah or any other one of his unlimited names, they have an idea of what that person is believed to have done. They're believed to have created the world. So there isn't possibly anything that God would like from us, would need from us. But what do you think God would like from us? Appreciation. That's great. Some gratitude for everything that's been provided for us. Love. What were you going to say? Okay, respect is the number one answer that I get when I ask that question, actually. But the most powerful thing in the world was said by you. Love. Okay? Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, he doesn't ask for respect. He does talk about the way that we should treat one another, but he doesn't ask for respect. He says in the Bhagavad Gita that every single soul is part of him, and he loves all souls equally. So he loves us all in ways that we can't even possibly imagine. But we know that when we share things, even though we might not like to do it, when we share things, it's much nicer for everybody involved. So all Krishna asks for in the Bhagavad Gita is for us to share in that love that he already has for us, and then we can all be much happier. And loving God is actually something that we need to learn to do, because we're not used to doing it. But whether we can show some love towards God or not, we can show some love towards one another. And if we can't do that, we can at least show some gratitude for the things that we have, regardless of where that we think those things come from. Okay? So thank you for visiting our shrine today. It is everyone's favourite time of the day now, which is lunchtime. Okay, before you go, we take you down to the other building for you to have some your lunch. What I'd like to ask is that those students that got dressed up upstairs, you will be returning back upstairs to remove your outfits, grab your belongings. Gopal will be leading those students upstairs, and then the students that got dressed up downstairs, you'll be going back to the downstairs room. Can I ask the students that got dressed up upstairs to stand up first, please? Please remember what you need to do it quietly and remain silent, and as quiet as you possibly can as you leave this building. Thank you.